Well, talk about this marigold that didn't really put out a lot of seed heads. There are a few on it now. This is a cross between an African and a French marigold. And one of the things you can get with a cross, this marigold, as best I can find out, is a boy oh boy spry. And that is I would assume would have to be a hybrid, and it could just be a cross. I don't really understand what it is on these two. But one of the things you can get when you have a cross, where they took yellows and reds to come up with this is growing on the same stem. This right here is one plant, and that's one plant. But over here, you obviously have yellow flowers. This is not another marigold flower planted here. This is all hooked together. So you got red flowers and yellow flowers on this one sprig. And that's the easiest way. Since we're pulling them up, I'll pull it off. This is red and yellow flowers on the same sprig. And see how much more yellow these petals are on the back? Well, they're all yellow on the back. I never noticed the back of them. But that's what you get when you get a cross. It was crossed between a yellow. You can see a little red tinge on the edges of the petals. Now we just have to pull this up. That's the rest of the marigolds. And that's got to be pulled, and we got a pile over there. That's all on marigolds for today. Well, I couldn't figure out how these marigolds got so big. They're just single stem. But you can see where they downstream, when we pulled it up, you saw I broke it off. These things rooted themselves in the compost soil mix on top of the garden. See, this is the main root. That's the seed, little 6-pack I planted. All this rooted itself. It came in contact with the ground. There you know. See, it was 2 plants by the watermelon. And you can see the empty hole. Everything's pretty much gone. Picking up marigolds, taking them to the dump because they got 1,000,000 seeds on them. And there's our compost pile done. Trail is empty of leaves. And we got pretty good coverage over top those tomatoes, which surprised me because we just had 6 of these trash cans full. This is all the tomatoes. We already had picked all these okra and threw them in a trash can. And we dumped that in here on top of these tomatoes. But there's a lot of tomatoes on the ground. There's still a lot of tomatoes on the ground. But they're green. Those seeds aren't going to sprout next year, so it doesn't matter. So it looks like 2 more trailer loads, and I'll have my leaves on top of the garden for the year. That's it for now.